Going guys, my name is TJP and welcome back to another NBA 2K22 MyNBA rebuilding what if scenario, because it's a what if scenario, not really a challenge, but we call them challenges, what ifs, they're interchangeable. But either way guys, we got a special request here today, another one from Packers GOAT. What if the Philadelphia 76ers trade for James Harden? So, one thing in 2K, James Harden regresses very fast, so I don't really know how that's going to be, but we're gonna do it anyway. I don't know what that package is gonna look like. If you want to throw in Tobias Harris, I know that was like rumors that they would also want to trade Tobias Harris as well. So I'll probably just simulate to the deadline and then make the move there, because you can't start like in the middle of the season. So we'll kind of just go try to see if we can make the trade to the deadline. Injuries are off and all that, because we want to be able to make trades, because you can trade injured players in real life, but yeah, in 2K you can't. So either way, guys, before we get on the video, though, leave a like and subscribe. We're on the road to 1K, so I'd appreciate the subscribe if you are not subscribed already. And then leave me down some more comments, some more video ideas. Got my socials down below in the description. We got a playlist down below containing other NBA 2K22 MyNBA content. And yeah, with that being said, all that being said, let's get on the gameplay. So we are at the trade deadline in this season. So now, obviously, James Harden is going to be a free agent in this upcoming free agency class, so kind of just taking a look. Obviously, Ben Simmons has yet to play, but in 2K he is playing. I'm not going to go too in depth of making that a thing, but so yeah, we're gonna have to try to trade him. So we're gonna go to the trade finder, see if we can bust up a trade. Okay, I apologize for that. I had to pause for a quick second. So let me just remake this part. So we're at the trade deadline. We're currently sitting at the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. I think it's where Philly's around right now currently, but you know, we're not trying to go for, yeah, Celtics, number 1 seed. That's not true. But 30-24 is what we are currently. So, pretty solid stuff. So, we're going to have to try to make a trade for James Harden because he's going to be a free agent in the offseason. So, now would be the time to do it. So, if we take a look at the roster that we do have, so obviously Ben Simmons has not played at this point, but he is playing right now. So, we're going to see if we can make a trade or two. Well, we're going to have to, he's going to be the guy that we have to move, right? So, taking a look at the Nets, I don't know if we're going to get a trade finder for him, and even if we do, I mean, yeah, oh, we do get a trade finder for him. Joel Embiid. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, no, it's not happening. Okay, I'm just going to try if I can propose a trade and kind of set it around Ben Simmons. It's going to be tough, though, but we'll try our best. Okay guys, so I tried doing like every trade in the book, or I tried doing 3-team trade deals as well, and I almost got it to go through, but it just isn't going through. So I have to turn on forced trade. So I think this would be I guess it's somewhat fair. I guess we give them Ben Simmons. They also get Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey, and then 3 picks, top 3. Put a top 3 protection on it, and then just do the backups. And then to make the money work, we also take on Joe Harris and then James Johnson. It's like a throw-in contract. So yeah, this will get us James Harden. We're going to force trade. We have to do it just for the video. So now, there we go. That is good. So let's take a look at the... let's go back to the standings. The sliders here. Where are they? Tuning sliders, trades. Yeah, I tried everything, and it just wasn't going through. And I kind of want to make a video at this rate, so... Yeah, so James Harden, he's now going to be the starting point guard on the team with Curry, Thibault, Drummond, and Embiid. So that's a big dynamic duo right here between James Harden and Joel Embiid. And then, yeah, also got Joe Harris now coming off the bench. I mean, the team's looking kind of decent. I think we can make some noise. I mean, we're currently the 6th seed right now, which isn't amazing, but we do need to re-sign James Harden at the end of the year, which could be annoying because if he doesn't re-sign, then oh no, I'm screwed. But we'll see. We'll see. We could end up mustering up. Can I give him a contract extension? Yeah, I can't. Okay, that's fine. So we'll hopefully we can retain him in free agency, and yeah. So we'll simulate the rest of the season, see how it ends up, and then we'll do like another 3 seasons. And just see if we can get a championship with Philly. Luka Doncic, MVP, Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year, 6 Man of the Year, Kevin Love, Defensive Giannis, Most Improved, Tyrese Maxey, who we traded to the Brooklyn Nets, and then Coach of the Year, Willie Green, Executive of the Year, Jacob Park. So we were the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, and James Harden did make All-NBA first team. He had a nice season, about 25 points a game, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and was very efficient as well. Career high shooting from the field and from 3. So good to see there. And from the free throw line. nearly a 15-40-90 season for James Harden, so he had a really good season as we traded for him. And Joel Embiid made All-NBA second team, putting up 28.6 points, 13.7 rebounds, 4.5 assists, just over a steal a game, 2 blocks, and was also very efficient from the floor. So that is a scary duo right there. And then Matisse Thybulle got all defensive second team, which is nice to see. Doesn't put up amazing, sexy stats, but defends really well in the game. So nice guy to have on the team. So we were, like I said, the 3 seed. And look who we're taking on. We're taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Oh my goodness. In the first round. This is interesting. This is very, very, very interesting. So I'm kind of just curious to see the stats. Just to see. So yeah, basically dynamic duo right here. And then everybody else kind of just did their thing, played their role. So obviously the main focus is James Harden and Joel Embiid, how they fit together. And looks like it's a match made in heaven so far. So they're playing really well. But will we win against the Brooklyn Nets? Hopefully we do. I mean, it'd be kind of embarrassing if we don't. But here we go. Round 1, Philly versus Brooklyn. This is the matchup right here. Game 1, we lose by 6. Okay, game 2, we lose by 3. Game 3, we win by 1. Alright, so it's 2-1. They win game 4 with a blowout. Are you serious, 2K? Really? Alright, well, this isn't looking good. Harden and Embiid are getting the most minutes on the team, both getting over 40. We need to come back down for 3-1 lead. There's no way. Oh, goodness. Quarter 1, getting blown out. We need to have a good second quarter. Pretty good second quarter. Can we get a good third quarter? Not too bad. And we get the lead, and we have a good fourth quarter. Oh, we don't have a good fourth quarter. We did have a good fourth quarter, but then we friggin' lost by 1. Are you serious? Harden and Embiid turned the ball over a lot, but, God. It's just annoying. Irving had a nice game. So look at that. We trade for James Harden, and we get eliminated in the first round by the Brooklyn Nets. Well, we got more seasons. I'm just hoping that the Nets don't win the final. Okay, they got eliminated in the first round. The Jazz win the championship. Donovan Mitchell's Finals MVP. So now we gotta re-sign James Harden. Otherwise, this video is kind of a failure. So yeah, let's try to re-sign James Harden for you to see. We'll probably do like maybe 3 seasons of him. So maybe we'll give him like a 3-year contract or something like that. And we had a second round pick, but I'm not signing him. Team player option, so Harden's going to decline. Shake Milton will accept. Danny Green, we're going to decline his team option for $10 million. Doesn't make sense. Paul Reed, Charles Bassey, and Isaiah Joe. Might as well keep them on squad. And yeah, we're going to have to just re-sign James Harden. I think I can go over the bird rights for him. I can. I do have bird rights on him. He wants to go to the Pistons. The Pistons. Interesting. James Harden on the Pistons. I'm going to give James Harden $40 million for 5 years. That'll get him back. Okay. So we're going to give him just a straight out 5-year deal, no opt-out. And, do I want to do that? Yeah, I guess we'll do that, right? And we're going to get him. Andre Drummond, we have bird rights on him, I believe. I think. I don't know. We're just going to rest rights on Charles Brown Jr., Miles Powell. I don't know if we do. We're going to rest rights on Danny Green. No, we don't have bird rights on Drummond, so we're probably just going to have to renounce the rights on him and pick up a different center. We also need to get a center, power forward, and 2 point guards. So we're going to do that now. Let's get some point guards here that would potentially be somewhat affordable. But we'll do that once we ensure ourselves James Harden. So we got James Harden back, so I'm just going to fill out the rest of the roster. I'll see you guys in player progression. Alright guys, so this is going to be the team that we're going to be rocking with in Philly. So we got Joel Embiid, who was up to a 95 overall, although he's kind of regressed. James Harden, see what I'm saying? He regresses for some reason very quickly. So I feel like doing 3 seasons of him while we have him being really good. And then maybe at the end of the video, if we're struggling and he's making so much money, maybe we just trade him for the hell of it. But yeah, so James Harden, Joel Embiid. We've got Seth Curry, Shake Milton, Furkan Korkmaz, Matisse Thybulle, Joe Harris still on the team. Picked up Hassan Whiteside on a 2-year minimum deal. George Niang, Paul Reed, Bassey, Chris Dunn, we got him. Maxi Kleber, Jaden Springer, Isaiah Joe, a couple young guys, and then DJ Augustine. So it's an okay looking team, not too bad. Hopefully this time around we can get out of the first round of the playoffs. That with James Harden, we'll have a full season of him. So yeah, let's get on to our first full season with James Harden. All right, so here is going to be the team. So we got James Harden, Seth Curry, Matisse Thybulle, Maxi Kleber, Joel Embiid. And then we got Shake Milton, 6-man off the bench with Hassan Whiteside, Joe Harris, Furkan Korkmaz getting minutes. And we got Chris Dunn, George Niang, Paul Reed, Charles Bassey, Springer, and Joe. Just getting that reserve spot. I had to cut Augustine because we just didn't have enough space for him on the team. So this team could be pretty solid. Let's take a look at that system proficiency. Do we still have Doc Rivers as our coach? We do. And 3.5 star proficiency post-centric. Sure, we'll do that, I guess. We'll keep it that way. So we're just going to simulate to the trade deadline, see how good we are, show you guys the stats, and hope for the best with this team. Trade deadline, we're currently sitting at the 7th seed, so we're kind of struggling. We took a lot of L's in the month of January. So yeah, a little bit embarrassing. Got off to a hot start, then we really have been kind of not that great. And we're sitting at 30-26, so a lot of teams in the mix. I mean, the Nets are on 30-26 as well. I think they probably lost out on Kyrie. He probably left somewhere else. You know, we're pretty much tied with the Heat, so we could be the 5th seed, theoretically speaking. So, kind of gunning for that. That'd be great. But before we gun for that, though, let's take a look at the stats. So, Joel Embiid's having an amazing season, putting up 30 points a game, 14 rebounds, pretty much, or over 13.5, nearly 5 assists, and is playing some stellar defense, shooting 50.9% of the field, 34.6 from 3, and 84% from the line nearly. And then James Harden's also playing really well, 28.5, 6.5 rebounds, 7.6 assists, and 50-40-90 season for him. So even though he's technically regressed, he's actually not been regressing. I mean, I guess he kind of did. Well, maybe his numbers just were down because of being in Brooklyn to all those guys. So now he can kind of just have a dynamic duo, so he has more of a role. More defined role, I should say. So yeah, the team, outside of them, though, isn't really amazing. So we might have to look to make a few trades to try to make this team, you know, a bit better. I mean, you know, Seth Curry, he's kind of expiring, so maybe we look to move him. Joe Harris, we could probably move him in the offseason. Maybe even Korkmaz, and try to just get some better players on this team. So I'm going to see if there's anything out there for Seth. Maybe we can get a player for him. I mean, he's been pretty solid for us, but if I can get like an upgrade for him, you know, Seth Curry, and let's say like 2 second-round picks could get me something decent. Like, I'll pull a trigger on a move. But really nothing too game-changing. We can get Zubac, but that doesn't really matter that much. First rounder, Reggie Bullock from the Heat. We can get Jalen McDaniels and Kai Sato. No. Nothing really too game-changing here. Taylor Horton-Tucker. Yeah. Nah. Not really feeling any of these moves. Okay, yeah, so we're going to just hold pat at this deadline, and maybe we'll look to make a couple trades in the offseason. So, alright, I'll see you guys in the offseason. Not in the offseason. I'll see you guys at the end of the year, show you guys the stats. Hopefully we're pretty decent. We were absolutely pathetic in the second half of the season. I mean, we were only the 10th seed. Kind of an embarrassment. Very embarrassing for the Philadelphia 76ers. So, here are the awards. Wow, Luka Doncic averaged over 40 game. He averaged 40.7 points per game. That's... Did he actually... He actually averaged 40.7 points per game. Wow. Okay. Here are the rest of Ben Simmons, the 6th man. Okay. Those are the awards if you guys care. Any Philadelphia 76ers might have one of them. Yeah, we gotta have Embiid, All-NBA second team. He put up some nice numbers again. Almost, well, not almost, almost shot 50% of the field, I would say. I was just say 50, 40, 90, but no, it wasn't even close to that. But he did a really nice year. So good stuff from Joel Embiid. James Harden made All-NBA third team. So, I mean, again, it's really not Embiid or Harden that's the issue with this team. He almost had a 50, 40, 90, but was short by 0.002. Or we could just say 49.8, so 0.2%. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, yeah, good stuff from Harden, but the rest of the team is just not good enough. Thybulle got all-defense second team. Yeah, I'm going to have to look to make a couple trades here in the offseason to make this team better and try to sign some guys because this team just isn't it. I mean, we made the play-in, but, like, we were really not that good. I mean, we possibly could still make the playoffs. I mean, 40-42 isn't that good. So, not a good second half of the season whatsoever. And, Shake Milton isn't the most efficient shooter. I mean, he was okay. I mean, Curry was decent, good three-point shooter. But other than that, really, the team wasn't that great. Joe Harris, he's making a lot of money. I mean, he shot the ball pretty well from three. I guess he's played his role well, but I don't know if we want to be paying him that much money. I don't know. Maybe we can get somebody better for him. If we can get an upgrade. Definitely Korkmaz. I definitely want to move him, though. I think we could 100% move Korkmaz, and maybe we can keep Joe Harris. I don't know. It really kind of just depends on how I am feeling. So we're just going to adjust the minutes. That way for the play-in game, we can actually win against Charlotte, hopefully. Maybe not. We do beat Charlotte in the first play-in, so we need to win the playoff tournament. So we won by 25 points, and Embiid had a nice game. No, he had a 20-20 game, but he didn't shoot the ball that great. But that's okay. He was still very good from every other aspect. And Harden was not too bad. Joe Harris actually had a good game, so maybe not going to trade him. Korkmaz actually had a really good game, too. All right, can we beat the Raptors? We can't. So we didn't even make the playoffs. Definitely an embarrassment and a disappointment of a season. And I'm kind of just hoping that the Nets don't make the playoffs. I mean, the Nets lost in the first round, so it's going to be the Timberwolves beating the Bucks. Yeah, okay. Anthony Edwards, Finals MVP. So let's go into our second season. We need to get a couple second-round picks. I guess I'll take Blake Wesley. Might as well. Sidrak Ganga and Mac Ryder. I guess we're not going to pick them up. We'll pick up Wesley, though. Team player options, Charles Bassey, Jaden Springer. We'll accept them both. And then in terms of qualifiers, Paul Reed, Isaiah Joe, Matisse Thybulle, we'll extend them qualifiers. And I'm going to look for some trades, though. Let's just see who is out on our roster. Yeah, there's a few guys we can potentially move here. Let's see if we can get some better players. All right, I'm going to do this deal with the Grizzlies. We're going to give up Korkmaz, Whiteside, and a second-round pick. And we're going to get back Kevon Looney and 2024 first-round pick via the Warriors top 3 protected, just because we don't really have any first-round picks. And maybe we could use that next season. It is top 3 protected, but it'd also be a nice trade piece, too. All right, so I know we just drafted this rookie, but we're going to trade away Maxi Kleber, Blake Wesley, and a second-round pick to Milwaukee. We're going to get back Gary Payton II, decent player, and also a second-round pick in return as well from the Bucks. So just some guys that might help us out a little bit more on the bench. So I'm pretty happy with that. And in terms of bird rights on some people, I mean, we have a decent amount of money if we renounce the rights on all these guys to potentially get some decent players. But then, actually, no, not really. Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna end up re-signing most of my guys. Well, not most of my guys, just Seth Curry and Shake Milton. I'll just end up re-signing them. And we can always potentially look to move Curry, and same thing with Shake Milton if I feel necessary. So we're just going to get both of them back, and then all these guys back as well. We're going to Chris Dunn. We're just going to renounce the rights on him. And, get the rest of those guys back on qualifiers. Okay, guys, this is the team that we've got so far. So we got Joel Embiid, James Harden, who is regressing in. He's now down to an 85. Traded for Kevon Looney. Got Gary Payton as well in a trade. Seth Curry got him back. Resigned Shake Milton. Resigned Matisse Thybulle. Charles Bassey. Still got Joe Harris. Jaden Springer. Danilo Gallinari we picked him up on a 1-year deal. Paul Reed. We still got picked up Terrence Ross on a 1-year deal. And then that is, I guess, everybody. I don't know if we have 15 guys. We didn't get another power forward. So I think we needed another power forward, but we never got him. That's fine. We can always look to pick up another power forward right before the start of the season, which I think I'm going to do. Number 2 is underway. So here's the current game plan right now. So Harden, Payton, Thybulle, Gallinari, and Joel Embiid is my starting 5. It's not amazing. There's not a lot of depth there, but I think it could be good enough to make the playoffs, though. I mean, Kevon Looney, Shake Milton, Seth Curry, Charles Bassey should be pretty solid. Let me set scoring options just in case. So Joel Embiid is still going to be the number 1 guy. And then James Harden will be the number 2. And then I guess Seth Curry could be the 3. Do we still have Seth Curry? He's not starting, but we'll still make him the 3. You know, because they're family. Yeah, they're family, right? I think so. I think there's like a family dynamic there between the Rivers and the Currys. There's a family dynamic between something. Maybe it's not the Currys. No, it's not the Currys. I don't know. I don't know what it is. You guys can let me know down in the comments. But they're related to somebody, or like there's like some kind of like family relation. I don't fucking know. I don't keep up with that crap. But in terms of our roster, I think I want to pick up one more power forward just because we have 2 point guards, 4 shooting guards, but that's fine. 3 small forwards, 2 forwards, 3 centers. So yeah, I'd like to get like one more power forward for agency. All right, we're gonna pick up Royce O'Neal. I think that's a pretty solid pickup there for another power forward. And he's actually gonna be a rotation player too. So yeah, Royce O'Neal is gonna be my starting power forward. So I'm actually I'm happy with that. So Royce O'Neal is now gonna be in the lineup instead of Gallinari. I think this team's a little bit better now than it was before. So assistant proficiency, let's just double check that one more time. 3.5 post centric. Is that really our best? I guess it is. We could do balanced. Sort of. What's grit and grind? Let's just do balanced. Yeah, let's run balanced system. Alright, so we're just going to simulate once again to the trade deadline. I might look to make a move or two at the deadline, especially if we're not doing that well. And, yeah, hopefully Harden's not regressed to the point where, like, he's not going to be that huge of a contributor. I mean, he had a really nice season last year, so hopefully he can have another good one this season. So, we're going to simulate, and I'll see you guys at the deadline. Okay, yeah, this team is terrible. This team is absolutely garbage. We're the 13th seed. Joel Embiid's putting up monster numbers, but he's not really doing it. His efficiency went down. He is having to carry this team, and his efficiency is just not having a fun time with it. But yeah, he's playing as hard as he can. Harden's also, his efficiency is also kind of very down this season, which is interesting. Seth Curry is averaging 14 a game, and his efficiency is kind of down. Really, all of our efficiencies are down. I mean, 5 guys average double figures, but really, other than that, this team is just not good enough. So I'm just gonna have to make some trades here. Maybe we could try to get some young guys next season or something. But so far, it's not really working out as maybe Daryl Moore would want it to, at least according to 2K. You know, because it's pretty much 2K for the most part here. But yeah, let's see if we can make a few trades here to maybe try to just either get better players or get picks for this upcoming draft. I'm going to do this deal with the Raptors. Kevon Looney, Gary Payton, and a first-round pick to the Raptors for Lou Dort and Obi Toppin. Sure, I'll do that. I'll do this with the Hawks. I mean, Matisse Thybulle, Royce O'Neal, and a first-round pick. We get Onyeka Okongwu and then Mohamed Gouai. I don't know how to say his name, but really for Onyeka Okongwu, I mean, I'll take it. With the Bulls, so Charles Bassey, Jaden Springer, a second-round pick. We're going to get back Keegan Murray, star of last video, and then Kenrick Williams. So there you go. Those are all the trades I'm going to make. Kind of just like a big bench upgrade for the team. I don't know if this team's going to be good enough, but maybe next year will be a little bit better. Well, let's just simulate and see if we can potentially make the play-in, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of hope, especially when we're sitting at 22 and 32. All right, Luka Doncic MVP again, Victor Wembanyama Rookie of the Year, Ben Simmons again, 6th Man of the Year. You guys see the awards. I guess Most Improved went to Chet Holmgren. Interesting. Yeah, Most Improved, yeah, it's worthy of it. Yeah, we were the 13th seed. This team was just not good at all. James Harden made All-NBA 3rd team. Joel Embiid made All-NBA 2nd team. And Joel Embiid had a pretty decent season. Just the efficiency wasn't that great. And I tried to trade for a bunch of guys midway at the deadline, and it just didn't work out. I knew it wasn't going to work out. We were too far under, but maybe just having some better guys and having a full season next year might help. But James Harden's going to regress again, and it's going to be very noticeable next year, I would assume. So that could also be sort of a negative. And then we didn't have Matisse Thybulle make all defensive. So, and again, I traded him anyway, but I was just curious to see if he would have made it anyway. And yeah, so we were the 13th seed. We were 35 and 47. Definitely not going to be good enough to make the playoffs. And let's take a look at those player stats, though. So yeah, really, other than Embiid and Harden, there wasn't too much going on here. I mean, Seth Curry was okay, but again, like a lot of our efficiencies were just really down this season. Keegan Murray, who we traded for, Lou Dort, Okongwu, Shake Milton. We still have got, which I might look to move in the offseason. I never got to move Joe Harris. I should have moved him. So now I'm probably just going to let him walk. I should have traded him. I don't know why I didn't trade him. I kind of just forgot that he was expiring. It is what it is. I mean, I guess I could theoretically keep him, especially since it's going to be a lot less money, but I don't know if that's even worth it or not. But let's just see who wins the finals and then go on to our last season. So the Raptors win the finals against the Mavericks, and Fred VanVleet was the finals MVP. All right, I'm going to trade this Mohamed Gouai guy, our first-round pick that we got from via Gold State, and then a second-round pick for Ricky Rubio and Bates Diop. Not a huge difference maker, but just some guys that might be able to help us out a little bit more than he would, especially since he didn't play this past season. So, and again, this is our final year, so we need to have guys that are actually going to contribute with this team. Keegan Murray, sure, we'll give him a team option, obviously, and then qualifiers: Isaiah Joe, Okongwu, Toppin, and Reed are all going to be restricted free agents. We'll give them qualifiers, and they'll probably most likely be back on that. And then cap hold, Joe Harris, I think, is the guy that's, making a lot of money here. Who else do we want to cap holding? Yes, Okongwu. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so announcer rights on all of them. And I don't know how much money we're going to actually end up having. Probably not a lot, if any at all. And here we go. So we're going to announce rights on Joe Harris, Terrence Ross, Danilo Gallinari. And yeah, so we're not going to have cap space anyway. So yeah, Okongwu, Toppin, Reed. I could have sworn there was somebody else, and I don't remember who they were. But it is what it is. I think that's fine anyway. So, oh yeah, Isaiah Joe. Although I don't know if he had... Oh, Lou Dort. I don't think I can get Lou Dort back. I mean, we could try. We can try to get Lou Dort back. So, let's see if we can get him. So I go to small forwards. Lou Dort. Can I do the 2K cheese where it'll let me actually sign him? Nope. Not gonna work. Okay, so then I'll just round starts on Lou Dort since I can't get him back anyway. So we're gonna need to get a small forward. Definitely. Pretty much 3 small forwards. I'm gonna go for the rest of my team, and I'll see you guys at the player progression. Alright guys, so at player progression, here's what the team we've got. So we got Joel Embiid, James Harden, obviously. So James Harden has regressed to an 83 overall. And I don't know if this is just working out. I mean, he's played pretty well. It's just that we haven't been able to fill out the rest of the team. We got Okongwu, Toppin, Keegan Murray, Shake Milton still here. We still got Slav. We got Slav on a contract. Paul Reed, Isaiah Joe. Seth Curry still here, but he's regressed. Ricky Rubio, who we traded for. Bates Diop. Joe Harris, we picked him back up on a minimum contract. Tavis Cole-Poke. Britton Forbes picked him up. Yeah, I don't know. This team, it doesn't scream playoffs, but you never know. Maybe we can make the playoffs. For the final season of this video is going to be James Harden, Isaiah Joe, Slav, Murray, and Embiid. Not amazing. Then Okongwu, Toppin, Milton, Reed, and Diop. Bates Diop off the bench. It's a little scary. We're probably going to have to make trades at the deadline, but we'll see. Also, what's-his-face is not our coach anymore, Doc Rivers. So Joel Embiid, James Harden. Let's just, on offense, can we just play through stars? Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, we'll go that route. We'll just have 2 scoring options. I'm fine with that. System proficiency. Let's take a look here. So grit and grind. We might have to go 7 seconds. Let's go 7 seconds. We need to just have as much James Harden as we can, especially since he's regressing. So we're gonna simulate the deadline. I don't know how good this team's gonna be. I don't know if we can win a championship with this team. We may just have to blow it up, but we'll hope for the best. Deadline, and we're sitting at the 10th seed. Not good. Not good. 26 and 30. This team is just not good. Let's take a look at the stats. It just hasn't worked out. It hasn't worked out. Embiid and Harden are also not playing that well. Again, Harden has definitely regressed. Keegan Murray's played well. That's good to see, I guess, from him. Shake Milton, Okongwu, Slav. So we got about 6 guys average double figures, nearly 7 with Isaiah Joe. Yeah, this team is kind of not good enough to win a championship, let alone even make the playoffs. We're gonna maybe make the play-in. We might make the play-in. I don't know, man. I don't think this is what we envisioned. I mean, I guess we could try to trade. Can we try to get potentially like another guy? Like, is that even possible? I mean, get Robert Williams, but there's not really like another guy that I'd want. Quan Holmes, Dennis Schroeder, Quentin Grimes, Drummond, Kendall Brown, Kevin Love, Connaughton, Kenyon Martin Jr. That could be interesting with the first round pick in there. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Murray and Toppin. See, I'm trying to look for like somebody that's like an 85 overall, like a small forward potentially. But I'm not gonna be getting any offers with any of these contracts. I mean, Milton and Curry and a first round pick maybe could get me some like decent offers. I get Marvin Bagley. I don't know if that's gonna help us. Gordon Hayward and Kenrick Williams. You don't know if I want to do that. I guess I will, only because I just don't feel like I don't have a lot of small forwards. And Curry's not even playing. I probably could have done a better trade than that. I think even the trades I would make here, I don't see this team. I just don't see this team making it. You get Bobby Portis. We get Tyrese Maxey back. But yeah, just really nothing here. I mean, Anthony Simons is kind of nice, but do we really need him? I mean, Royce O'Neal. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that this team is going to be good enough to win. I mean, we'll simulate the rest of the season, and maybe we can make the play-in and go on a nice run, but I don't think we're going to get any further than that. So Doncic MVP, Holland, Simmons again, Giannis, Usman, yeah, all the rest of the awards. You guys want to take a look. I'm not even going to read through them. I usually do, but you guys can see it on the screen. We did make the play-in. We're the 8th seed. So if we win one game, we're going to be the 7th. Otherwise, we need to win 2 to be the 8th. So, or win the second one to be the 8th. So, All-NBA first, All-NBA second. I hate when that does that. I don't know why that does that. All-NBA first, All-NBA second, All-NBA third. No Sixers this time on any of these teams. So that's interesting. But we did make the play-in, so we are taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Interesting matchup there, just given the context. 39-43, though, isn't really that good of a season. Yeah, we just weren't good enough. I mean, Embiid and Harden's definitely regressed. You guys can see he's age 35, and he's now averaging 17 points a game. And he just wasn't able to get a championship in Philly, and it's not going to happen in these last however many seasons he has with us, and I'm not going to simulate them because it's just going to regress. And I mean, we could just make trades and try to get Embiid help, but Embiid's also 31, so I don't know, maybe we just hit the reset button with them and just see what we can get for them on the open market. But like I said, I'm not simulating another season. So yeah, 4 guys averaged double figures. A lot of guys averaged above 9, so that's nice to see. But so decent balance, but just not good enough though. Maybe we can win a playoff round. That'd be kind of nice. Embiid's getting heavy minutes in the playoffs. So here we go. Can we beat Atlanta? Let's just simulate the game. Game 1 we do win, or the only game. So we are going to be the 7th seed. Just take a look at that box score here. Blew out the Hawks. And Keegan Murray is actually my best player. Who, if you guys saw the Oklahoma City Thunder video, had a really good season, but just because we had so many guys on the team, because we ended up trading for so many guys, he kind of just rode the bench. Embiid almost had a triple-double. Harden, not the greatest of games, shooting-wise. But we are taking on Charlotte in the first round. I don't think we're going to beat them, but you never know. Game 1, they beat us by a lot. Game 2, we win. Can we win Game 3? Okay, we're up 2-1. All right, it's 2-2. Can we go up 3-2? No, they're up 3-2. They're gonna win Game 6. Yeah. If I was up 3-2, they would have won Game 6, and it would have been Game 7 because it's 2K. But couldn't even get out of the first round with James Harden. Couldn't even get around in the first round. So that's annoying. The Mavericks win the finals, and Luka Doncic Finals MVP. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow. Okay, he was really good. All right, so let's just go to the full screen and close the video. Guys, well, in this scenario, 2K thinks if the Sixers trade for James Harden, it's going to backfire on them. And it could. It theoretically could. I mean, he's James Harden getting up there in age. I mean, he's been pretty reliably healthy for the most part of his career. Embiid sometimes held with a question mark. And big contracts. Can you fill out the rest of that roster, that massive contract? Because he's going to be making way more than Ben Simmons. Granted, you get rid of Tobias Harris, and maybe you can make something work, but I don't know, man. But that's real life. Real life is not 2K. So, but you never know. We're just going based off this and some of the moves I made. So yeah, either way, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe. We're getting closer and closer by the day. So hopefully we get there at some point. Yeah, and check out my socials, comment down below some more video ideas, check out my playlist down below containing other NBA 2K22 content, click on my channel, because if you like other content from me besides 2K, you should watch that as well. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, take care, have a great night, I'll see you all soon, peace.